friends. It's Melody. Thank you so much for joining me for our book break today. I plan to do this every Wednesday at this time, so I hope you'll mark your calendars and join me. Super fun. So Anna had the flu all of last week. It was bad, really bad. But hey, Brianna. But she is better now. She's back at school, so that's definitely an answered prayer. I've got a little bit of a sickness, not the flu, and it's not contagious. I will be going to church tonight, so you don't have to run away from me, though. It's not contagious. Hi, Whitney. But we had a really good time with our new Usborne books last week, too, because, we kind of got tired of watching all the TV that we were watching. So we did turn to our new books. I wanted to share with you one of the read alouds that I did with Anna at night that I was a little not nervous about, but I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go because the cover looks kind of weird, doesn't it? It's a beautiful cover, but it's just not a normal, like, hey, let me pick up that book and read it cover, at least to me. I'm kind of like a bright, cheery, and this is definitely not bright, cheery. But we talked about this, I know we've talked about this, I think over in my VIP group about this book. But I read this, all of it, to Anna, and she loved it. She loved it. And what this is, hi Natalie, hi Danielle. This is a book of fairy tales. These are fairy tales that have been collected, like not the normal kind of fairy tales. They're different, they're eerie, kind of creepy, but it's all about like girl power and strength. And it's been really, really interesting to read these. And we have just really enjoyed them. So I wanted just to kind of show you, and the illustrations, they're like photographs, but, real kind of artsy. So look at that. And really cool thing that I enjoyed probably the most about this book is, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, like maybe 7 or so stories, fairy tales, but it's all like girls are like the hero. Girls are the hero. It's so great. So Anna loved it. But here's what I loved most. So this is a creepy picture. That's the witch. It's definitely not Disney fairy tales. It's not the sweet, Usborne fairy tale book that we have that I love. It's definitely, could be for a little older. But Anna loved it. But what I like most is at the end, I'm trying to show you. Okay, so at the end of each fairy tale, Kate is the author. She says why she picked this fairy tale, what it means to her. And then Lorena is the illustrator, and she talks about how she made these illustrations. So it's like behind the scenes look. It's really cool. And in all of these stories, all the photographs are of the author's children or the illustrator's children. How cool is that? So it was a really special book for them to make, they say, and I can see why. It was just really, really neat. I enjoyed reading it to Anna. I got something out of it. I'm like, hey, this book may not look really cool, but it is really awesome. So if you have a girl who's maybe not into, princesses, this is a really cool fairy tale book, a little different. I enjoyed it. It's $9.99. It's $10. It's awesome. Okay, so I read that to Anna while she was sick. That was kind of our nighttime book. And then I also read Cosentino to her, The Lost Treasure. This is the 3rd book in the series. I know we had a lot of Cosentino fans. He's pretty awesome. This is the real Cosentino, and he is like this big time, big shot illusionist in Australia, and he wanted to write books to help kids who didn't want to read books, because he realizes that it's just so important to be a reader. And so that's why he wrote these books. He wrote them for the reluctant reader in mind. Look at that. So you have just all the fun. You got really super fun graphics. The font is a nice size. And if you are new to Cosentino, here's what's really cool is that he does tricks. Like he does illusions in the book, like his character does. And then he always tells how he did it. So in one of them, he's wearing a straitjacket, and it tells that while he was putting it on, he took a deep breath to make his chest as big as possible so he could slip out later. So I love that. I love that it tells the little secrets. Like real magicians like do that. That's super cool. So I loved this book. It was super fun. It all takes place underwater. This is the third one in the series. It all takes place underwater. Spoiler alert, I'm fixing to spoil it for you. So if you don't want to know how it ends, walk away. Walk away. Okay, so in the end, they find this treasure thing that they've been searching for, and in it is a book of spells. Now I do like to always kind of point out the magical fantasy stuff, because I know we have some people who are like, spells out. So I want you to know before you buy it. So the spell book is what's in the treasure chest, and it's really important to all the people in here because magic has been outlawed except by the kings in the king's, floating city. Anyway, but it's super fun and just really great illustrations. So there's Cosentino. Again, it's the third one. We read this too this past week. Okay, and so Anna was feeling better. Nadia's in Switzerland! Y'all, Nadia has moved to Switzerland. She's in Switzerland. Tell your boys hi for me. Oh my goodness. Switzerland. Who doesn't want to go to Switzerland? Okay. So Anna loves to make books, and I think it's because she's seen her big sister Mary do that a lot. So this was one of the first books that she made. And y'all, this Color and Pop-Up Animals book, it doesn't, it doesn't look like much. It's $10. It's cute. But we've had this for so long. And I just want to show you, this is like her first book. I think I even read it to you, right? Didn't we do like a Storytime Live and VIP earlier? So here's how this works. She colored and we glued the pages on to make them pop up. But she wanted me to write on the book, like, Mommy, this is my book. Write what I'm saying. So once upon a time, and we just kept going for every page. There were 2 loving animals. This is like her book. She has latched on saying that she has written a book. And she has, kind of. But anyway, so we've done this kind of I think I did the tail wrong on this one. But she has loved this. And again, we've had this for probably, I don't know, maybe over a year, and it's her book. Yes, Ashley, yes, she wrote a story. Sometimes at night, I'm like, okay, go get a story so I can read it to you. And she'll get this one. She's like, read my book, Mommy. I'm like, okay. So I think that's so cool. So she still loves this, but when she started to feel better, she couldn't go back to school yet, but she started to feel better, and she still wanted to do some writing. So we had this book lying around, which it's super cool because I have lots of books lying around, which is kind of a perk of being a book lady. You get lots of books. So had this lying around, and she wanted to do it. She wanted to go through start to finish, let me do this. So I know Amy had asked about it. I posted on my personal page about it just because I was like, are you serious? Like, she did this for hours. And it's like a lot of effort because she can't, do a lot of it on her own yet. So I'm just so proud of her. So I wanted to share this with you. And Amy, I hope you can watch and see inside. You're interested. So let's see. Oh, look. My first story writing book with stories written by Anna. I don't know, SD. Okay, I'm not quite sure on that. So what's really cool is that this can become a keepsake book, just like this one kind of was a surprise to become a keepsake book, is you write their name, you put the year on it, and as they write stories, you just save it, and it's going to be fun to look back through later. So here is what's in this book, and it talks, you know, warm-up games, characters, descriptions, action, how to write a story, story planning. And then the second half of the book has room for longer stories. Super cool. I'm just going to show you a couple things she did. Oh, look. Okay, about the author. That's your child. And it says my full name, my signature. I live with mommy and daddy. The most unusual thing about me is my baby doll. Okay, it's kind of unusual. Not really. My worst fear is scary movies. I feel happy when Mom picks me up from school. Adorable. My biggest ambition is she wants to be a children's doctor. My first memory is when I was a baby. How cute is that? I might tear up. Oh my goodness. Adorable. So there's so much fun, something different on every page, but they're learning about characters, they're learning about writing. It's made for complete beginners. Oh my goodness, y'all. So fun. This is my first story writing book, and it's for ages 6 and up. And it's just the perfect way to practice writing, but in a fun way. And y'all, I did not say to her, Anna, let's practice writing today. I mean, I said, okay, we're going to turn off the screen. Let's do something else. And she went and got this book. I'm just so proud. Look, so proud of her. And let's see. So it gives you ideas like, okay, mystery box. Don't open this box. Something very secret inside. What do you think is inside? Is it a nice secret? Uh-oh, the box falls and bursts open. What happens next? And so there are, some words that she could use. She wrote vile. We didn't quite catch on to that. This one was funny. Okay. Ooh, spooky. Can you fill in this spooky story and make someone shiver? One dark, dark night, a ghost. Woo. It sounded like boo. Anna liked it. But it's just so fun. Just a fun, oh. She's just so funny. But y'all, we had a blast with this book, and it does go through, see, look at this. What's going on here? Imagine what toys get up to when no one else is around. Make up a story about the toys and write it here. A big monkey that plays with tools and flashlights is fashioning a dollhouse. Maybe that could be what it says. But I just love it. It's so much fun. And there's even comics. Even do comics. Wow. Oops, eek. Oh, it's so funny. Carmen, you did not miss it. Carmen, right after this, we're doing the Owl book in Special Peeps, right after this. Anyway, so I wanted to share this with you because I was just amazed that she picked this up by herself and wanted to do this whole book. Hi, Grant. Hi, Ridge. So, yay. So definitely check that out. It's a good one just to have on hand for a rainy day or when you're tired of watching Netflix. We're kind of in an Ultimate Beastmaster marathon at the Stroud House. So we watch that on the weekends. It's been super fun. So anyway, check that out. I've been really surprised that Anna wanted to do this. So yay. Oh, so sweet. All right. And then the last book I wanted to share with you is a book that I read while Anna was sick. So I read this at night. I love to read, obviously. That's why I share books. But this one, and let me tell you, I was not excited about it. I was not excited about this one bit. I thought, oh man, I need to read these books so I can share them with you and give you my opinion and tell you what's in them. But this one does not look up my alley. But I read it. Yes, Ashley, I'm holding the phone and my earrings are Mickey earrings, Amazon. I think, 20 bucks. And they've held up. They're good. So I was not excited to read this book. However, once I heard that it was by the same author who did the Map Maker Chronicles, I thought, okay, I'll try it. Because although I have not read the Map Maker Chronicles, everybody goes nutso about them. So they're supposed to be like this awesome, awesome series. So I should probably read that one next. Space Dogs. Yes, where is Space Dogs? You know what? Heather asked if I could show Space Dogs. I will show Space Dogs at our story time right after this in Special Peeps, Heather. Okay, great idea. That will give me time to go get it because it's not right here. So I will get that. So I was not excited about reading it, but y'all, I read it and it's so good. It's so good. It is a book, and see, like it looks all kind of boyish, and you know, whatever, girl books, boy books, whatever. It looks kind of boyish. I'm not an outside person. Anything that's kind of camping or, you know, out nature, no, I'll skip it. So I was not excited about this. However, it is super neat because this boy right here, he's like a monk in training. This takes place way back in the day when there were like monasteries and abbeys, and I know that there still are those today, but like when that was like, you know, the thing, books were hand copied by monks, right? So a long time ago, books were so valuable. Like most people, like regular people, didn't know how to read. Someone who was really rich had maybe 2 or 3 books. So that's when this takes place. And so this monk in training, he's a boy, Gabe, gets handed this book by this dying other monk and says, you know, keep it a secret, tell no one, get it to Aiden. And he's like, what? And he's like, go. And he like runs out of the monastery. He's like, I don't know what's going on. And but anyway, he ends up getting so he's out in the woods. He can't really survive. And this band of girls, there's a girl. Yes. Another girl power moment. This band of girls saves him, and he lives with this band of rebel girls who are trying to free their dad from the castle dungeon. And then you've got this prince that somebody has stolen the throne and replaced him. I mean, it is good, action-packed, kind of fantasy, but and kind of like Robin Hoodish, because the girls do rob the really rich people and give the money to the poor people because the taxes are so high. Anyway, so it was super fun, and I'm gonna order the second one today. I can't wait. I was like, what? It didn't tell me what's in the book, because the book is like this big secret. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, let me see. I found out some facts on it. Recommended for ages 9 and up, and friendship, books, reading, girl power. Let's see, an orphan in exile. He's the orphan. The monk is the orphan. A band of rebel girls. A prince whose throne has been stolen. Come on a journey full of danger, intrigue, adventure, and incredible secrets. Yes! Guys, it was so good. So anyway, wanted to share that with you, the Book of Secrets. Yay. Okay, so now I would love for you to hop over to my VIP group, Melody's Special Peeps. We are going to be reading, this is Owl. You guys, it's so great, but it's an interactive book. It tells you to clap your hands and say things. So I'm gonna need your kids' help. So Grant, I need your help. Everyone go grab your kiddos and meet me back in Melody Special Peeps. I am not allowed to read this book here on my business page. So we have to go do it privately in my VIP group. That's why I do it over there. And it's live. I'm not allowed to save it. So you have to watch live. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for watching. Tune back in next week. We'll do this again. And I'm going to go find Space Dogs for Heather, and I'll see you in Special Peeps in just a few minutes. Bye, everybody.